Come along with us, cause we're on the way. It's game time, Dine, and we're about to play. Hitting all the spots and there's plenty. We're eating all the way throughout the city. A food fest is where it all begins. Talking football with all of our friends. A little fun to bring it all in, cause we're on the go and we're in the know. It's game time, Dine. Game time. Game time, Dine. Game time. Game time, Dine. It's game time, baby. Hi, I'm DC Crenshaw. Welcome to Game Time Dine, the show that takes you on a dining excursion throughout Chicagoland where we talk food, football, and fun. Today we're back in the suburbs at Labriola Cafe, a baking company known for their artisan breads. Located in Oakbrook, Illinois, Labriola boasts a number of menu items such as pastas, burgers, salads, and desserts. But Izzy and I are going to be working with Chef Leo Spizzeri to create one of their special Neapolitan pizzas. It's going to be very interesting. Izzy, welcome back to Game Time.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Got a lot to talk about, but we're out here in the suburbs at Labriola Cafe. They make a great artisan bread. Have you ever had artisan bread before?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't think I have either, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, today, Labriola has a lot of good menu items that we're going to be trying, and we're going to be making pizza with Leo Spizzeri, the chef here. And have you ever made pizza before?
I have made pizza, but I don't think I've quite made it like we're going to do today with Leo. We're really making pizza today.
Yeah, you're really making pizza today. I mean, you've done breakfast at State and Lake. You've done sushi at Nozumi. You were at Berry Chill last week serving yogurt. Now we're going to make pizza. It's going to be very interesting. You're a healthy guy. You eat great. What are some of your guilty pleasures when it comes to food?
And I love chocolate.
Do
That's
you
like
really?
my number one. Put chocolate on anything. Chocolate chip cookies, chocolate cake. I'm a chocolate guy.
Now we're supposed to be making Neapolitan pizza with Leo. Have you ever had Neapolitan pizza?
I've had the ice cream. I've never had the pizza, so it's going to be interesting.
Oh, you only had the ice cream.
I've never had the Neapolitan pizza.
Are you a pizza guy?
I mean, yeah, I love pizza. It's not so much anymore because I'm trying to keep a trim figure.
Right.
But on a day when I'm not looking to watch my diet, love some pizza.
What's your favorite toppings you throw in there?
Favorite topping on some pizza? Can't go wrong with maybe some pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
Mushrooms.
Right. A little sausage, maybe.
Little sausage. If you want to get risky.
Right.
Some cheese. Keep it simple. But you gotta have heavy sauce.
You gotta have heavy sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not a really heavy sauce guy, but
Yeah.
we can compromise on the pizza today. But we're gonna have a lot of food to try out here. But first, I want to bring in Rich Labriola, owner of Labriola Cafe, to tell us a little bit more about his restaurant. Hey, Rich, how you doing?
Good seeing you.
Good to see you
How
too.
you doing?
Hey, well, thanks for allowing Game Time Dine to be at Labriola Cafe. Tell me a little bit about your concept.
What we have here is an upscale bakery cafe, kind of in the order of bakery cafes that are out and about. Ours is much more upscale in decor, fresh food, and has breads from our wholesale bakery, which is the artisan breads are best in the city.
Now, what is artisan bread? Explain that.
Artisan is just a craft, like the artisan cheesemaker or winemaker that takes, things were done differently 100 years ago and done slowly and methodically, and that's how we make our breads.
Now, you go from a baking company to a cafe. How did that process go?
And of all the years that we've dealt with restaurateurs in the city of Chicago, we've learned a lot on what the successful ones do, and we replicate it here.
And what about your menu items? What are your favorites?
Probably the gnocchis are made by hand. They're made with ricotta cheese instead of potato. Gives you a much lighter product. Our burger is all fresh black Angus on our pretzel bun. And a Neapolitan pizza really is very traditional with our own little twist on it.
I've been asking all the questions, but Izzy, do you have a question?
I do. Neapolitan. I've had the ice cream. Never had the pizza. What exactly is a Neapolitan pizza?
Well, the ice cream is a manufactured thing, but the pizza is original how pizza was invented. Just a simple, thin piece of well-fermented dough, tomato sauce or tomatoes, fresh basil and fresh mozzarella, and you really need a hot wood-fired oven, that's how basically it was invented. And when you do it traditionally, it's how it's still made if you're doing it the right way.
Why is Labriola Cafe so popular?
We have a commitment to quality, a commitment to service, and you put those two things together at a reasonable price, and that's part of why we're successful.
Well, Izzy and I are looking forward to trying a few of your menu items, but we're definitely looking forward to working with Leo in the back and creating a Neapolitan pizza.
You will not be disappointed.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Has to be probably down at Indiana University tailgating. Bratwurst and beer. Lots of beer and lots of pretty women. Single pretty women.
Well, the time has come. Let's go check out my man Leo in the back and make some pizza.
Let's go.
Well, we're here with Leo Spazzeri, the chef here at Labriola Cafe. And Leo, you're going to show us how it's done. We're going to be making some pizza, am I right?
That's right. We're going to make some classic Neapolitan-style pizzas.
Okay. Well, why don't you take us through your steps here and tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing.
To make a classic Neapolitan pizza, first of all, you need a wood-fired brick oven, okay? This oven you see behind you was actually built in Italy, brought to the U.S., and assembled here at Labriola just for us. Right now, if we take a reading here, this right now at its hottest point is 650 degrees in the middle.
Now that's a fire. That's a fire.
And it's probably somewhere about 700 degrees towards the top. When you're making a pizza like we're gonna make, the crust is almost paper thin, okay? So it's a little bit different than, let's say, a Chicago style where, we're looking at 2 inches thick, stuff with all kinds of crazy stuff. When we make our pizzas here, the Neapolitan style pizza, okay? These dough balls, as you can see, they're full of air, all right? They're like a little pillow.
Are we allowed to touch these?
Yeah, you go ahead. You can feel them. Don't squeeze them, though, all right?
Okay.
You're going to see they're like pillow, like they got a lot of air inside of them.
Gentle, gentle, easy.
Yeah.
Wait a second, I want to show you something. Lift up your hand for a minute. What's the difference here? I can make twice as many pizzas with that hand. I'm going to be very gentle, and we're gonna take off a dough ball, okay? So I get one for you.
Thank you.
Izzy, I'm going to give you one.
Now, should I take off my ring?
You know, yeah, actually, give me, if you want to give me all your jewelry. Okay, now, with our dough ball, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to give it a light dusting of flour. Okay. So go ahead, do both sides, and then I'll place it right on the table. As you see, and you got a round circle on the ground, with maybe your middle fingers and your fingertips here, we're going to start to press down, and we're going to work around the middle and around the sides. So we're going to try to keep a crust, a border, all the way around.
Gotcha.
You made this a couple times?
No, I haven't.
Look at Izzy go.
You're
Look at
natural in the kitchen.
You got a nice crust, flip it over, and try it from the other side.
Wow.
There you go.
Like that.
Okay? Now, once we have a nice circle with a nice border on the outside, what's going to happen is if you don't press all the air out of the outsides here, when you stick it in the oven, that's going to be the part that raises up really nice, all right? It's going to be a nice crust. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to take our dough, okay? And you're going to start to slap it a little bit with your hands.
Slap it. Pow.
What that's going to do is it's going to start expanding it, and it's also going to let some of the air, our air, hit this, and it's actually going to start to dry it out.
Slapping the QB, right? Izzy?
Yeah.
You can't concentrate. Look at it. We're going to put your dough on your fist. With your other hand, you want to hold up the edge. Okay? Now at the count of 3, I want you to throw it up in the air and spin it.
Whoa, hold on. Isn't it a little early for the spinning?
1, 2, 3. There you go. You guys are doing pretty good, right? At this point, you can kind of work it. You're gonna kind of work it with your hands and give it a little bit more shape. And look at the natural here.
Yeah, mine is a little.
Let me see if I can give you a hand for a minute.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. We're ready to put our sauce on here, and we're gonna get ready to start putting our ingredients. Okay.
Right.
We're gonna use some of our homemade tomato sauce here, and you're gonna kind of smooth this around in a circle. And now with the tip of the spoon, you want to kind of work it around.
Okay.
And you'll see that it'll work around the edges a little bit easier for you.
Okay.
That's good, Izzy.
There you go. I'm telling you, he's got natural talent.
Really?
If you ever decide to stop playing football, you
My
got a
Italian-
place over here, right?
Italian side.
If you were to go to Naples, okay, a classic Neapolitan-style pizza is going to use what they call buffalo mozzarella. The difference between a buffalo mozzarella and a fresh mozzarella ball, this is made with whole milk. This is actually made with buffalo's milk, all right?
Okay. What are you going to do, Izzy?
Well, I played at the University of Manitoba. We're the bison, so I'm going to go with the little buffalo.
There you go. I like it.
The buffalo de mozzarella.
And we'll put some cheese right on top of it. So this way you still get the flavor of the basil, but it's going to be protected by the cheese and melt underneath, so you keep it whole like that.
So I want to throw some meat on mine because I like pepperonis and sausage and stuff.
We finish with a little bit of dousing of olive oil. Our pizzas are ready to go in the oven. Now here's the deal.
All right.
One quick thrust underneath. Get it on the peel.
Wow.
Look at that. You're natural. You want to try it?
All right, let me give it a try.
There we go.
Fake boom.
There we go. All right. The way to save this, put it down.
Okay.
Lower. There you go.
So that's what I did wrong. I had too much angle on it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of sauce on here. Stick it underneath. Slide it underneath. There you go. There you go. We'll make this look pretty again for you.
As long as it tastes good.
But we have the pizza doctor here. He's gonna save this. He's gonna make it edible again.
Okay,
Don't worry, little
there we
pizza. You're gonna be all right.
Okay. Now hopefully we can get this in the oven. There's a lot of liquid on there, so
Okay.
let's see.
The same way?
Yeah. Put it in. Oh man. Let me try.
Yeah, go ahead. Nice.
All right, there we go. Now, we got a separate peel. This one's round, okay? What's going to happen? This is real dark in there right now, okay? So what we can do, we can actually fan our fire a little bit. And this is going to brighten things up in there, okay? Now, your pizza right here in the middle, DC, you see, you're ready to give it a turn. So we're going to give it a turn like that. Let's give,
Yeah, give me a little spin.
let's give Izzy's mezzaluna over here
Oh, that looks
a little
good.
turn. And then that one back there can hold a minute.
His
Now
is
you
ready.
can see your crust has developed very nicely. You got some char. What we can actually do is to melt that cheese a little bit more. We can actually take it and we can lift it up towards the roof of the oven, the hottest point. Okay.
New roof. New roof. Look at this. My creation. A DC special.
Name it good, because we're gonna keep it.
It's DC special. That's the name of it.
DC special. There you go. What do you think, Ish?
Oh, it's good stuff.
That's good, man.
Yeah, that's real good.
That looks really good.
Excellent.
Stuck a little bit. That bottom is still real
Yeah,
good.
real cut. Oh, that's real good.
This basil is still green. It's not black at all. You know. So that's kind of what we're looking for here.
I'll grab this slice.
There you go, guys. Salute.
Oh, salute, salute, salute. DC, the boy's hungry.
I want to thank Chef Leo Spazzeri for having us in his kitchen and cooking this fantastic pizza. What's yours called?
Because the tackle's an appetite, I'm gonna call it the tackler.
And yours?
This is a classic Neapolitan margarita pizza.
Mine is called the DC Special, and we also want to thank him for making these special chef's coats for us. And please stay with us. We'll be right back with more Game Time Dine.
My favorite tailgating experiences would definitely be a Bears-Packers game, especially when the Bears win. And the food I like are hamburgers, ribs, plenty of beer.
You guys eat a lot of Italian sausage at your tailgate.
For more information about the Israel Donajay Foundation, visit www.israeldonajay.org. Game Time Dine Apparel is brought to you by Akira Chicago. From designer denim to dresses, from casual wear to the freshest footwear in Chicago, Akira's got you covered for both men's and women's fashions. Visit akirachicago.com for store locations or to start shopping online. Welcome back to Game Time Dine at Labriola Cafe in Oakbrook, Illinois. Izzy, we just went back there and made our own specialty Neapolitan pizzas, but we have a bunch of their pizzas and other menu items that we need to try. So right here we have the buffalo mozzarella Neapolitan pizza, we have the arugula Neapolitan pizza, and the sweet fennel sausage pizza.
Here we have the roasted turkey on multigrain bread, the Labriola's famous Richie burger, and the handmade ricotta cheese gnocchi.
Yeah, this stuff looks absolutely fabulous. So let's get to it and try all these items, and then maybe you can pick your favorite.
Ricotta cheese gnocchi, a little.
That's good. How you like that gnocchi?
I love it. It's delicious. I love this the marinara sauce. And Leo said they make it here in-house.
Yeah,
It's great.
that's good. It's very nice and creamy and rich. Let's grab some pieces of pizza.
I'm gonna try this bad boy right here.
I think I'm gonna try the buffalo mozzarella. Are pretty good?
That's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And you wouldn't really think about having a pizza, with a salad on it, but it's delicious.
I think I'm gonna try me a sweet fennel sausage here, real quick.
Now this is good.
That's
The
excellent.
sweet fennel sausage, a lot of flavor. The sausage is excellent. And it's cooked to perfection, like this pizza.
No, I agree. It's delicious. I love the onion. The big fan of the marinara or the sauce they use. I mean, it's very flavorful. And the crust. I mean, the chef is telling us about how they mix in a little bit of I think cornmeal in there to add that extra flavor. I love it.
Now the pizza was great. Let's try this famous Richie burger. Well, I can see why it's famous. It's very tasty.
Oh, delicious.
Cooked medium well, it's how I like it. The pretzel bread is really, really good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, the pretzel bread adds a whole different dimension to it. Not your typical burger, but it's just so flavorful, and the texture of the bread is a little heavier. With the thick burger, a lot of places have the skinny little patties. It's very thick, juicy. Juice spilling all over the place. It's an excellent burger.
So good, I gotta have another bite.
I can see why it's so popular.
Exactly. Now, Izzy, every week you give us a healthy option to choose from. What is Izzy's Fit Pick today?
Man, all the food was excellent. Very, very delicious, tasty. My fit pick has to be the roasted turkey with the multigrain bread. It's something I'd eat, just on a regular day. I'd come in, I'd order, just the grain bread, the turkey. It has the lettuce, the tomatoes. Very, very refreshing, and it's just something I eat every day.
I agree with what you said. So we're going to keep devouring your Fit Pick, all this great pizza, pasta, and this burger, and we'll be right back with more on Game Time Dine.
There's nothing like an Italian tailgating. You have the hot peppers, the sweet peppers, the beef sandwiches, the Italian sausage, and we actually have Labriola baguettes, and we make the Italian sausage with the hot peppers, and we actually do some potatoes, fried potatoes, and some pasta.
Welcome back to Game Time Dine at Labriola Cafe in Oakbrook, Illinois. It's time to talk a little football. Unfortunately, Jen Patterson is under the weather right now, so I'm holding the fort down. But Izzy, it was a tough week.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, sport period, it's always tough when you beat yourself. And that game against the Falcons, we did that. We didn't play our best. We made a lot of mistakes when it came down to the little things.
Yeah.
And they snuck out a win.
Yeah, you guys had 9 penalties. Yeah, you turned the ball over a couple of times in the red zone. The defense had an opportunity to make some plays. Unfortunately, to make those plays. What are you guys going to do from here on out to make sure you win against Cincinnati?
We're going to continue to do our fundamental things. We have to focus on doing better on the little things. You look back, Green Bay, Atlanta, those 2 games, we beat ourselves. And I've been in games where, we've been flat out beat. The team was better. That hasn't been the case with our 2 losses. It's come down to really just little things that. Offense, defense, special teams. As a team, everybody's got to get better. You can't just focus on one group or anything. It's all of us have to do a little bit more.
You talked about starting fast last week when we were here on Game Time Dine, and it seemed like you guys were starting pretty fast. You were moving the ball. The defense was flying around and making plays. What was the bright spots that you could take away from that loss?
It's got to be the quick start. As a defense. We did that. Our first couple games, the first half really, we've let offenses come down the field and get points. That wasn't the case last week. We went in and our first 3 possessions were 3 and outs, and it just came down to really the little things. And we still know we're a good team, but eventually that's not enough. You got to start focusing on those little things that we're talking about, and penalties, 9 penalties. That's too many. You put yourself in a hole when you play that style of football. And this week against Cincinnati, we're gonna go in and we're gonna fix those things.
Yeah, the key injury with Pisa getting re-injured. Who's gonna have to step up this week?
Pisa, he's a great talent for us and just a great player. You saw he came up and hit Turner, hit him in the mouth and caused the fumble. And he's just one of those guys that he's 110% nonstop, and someone's got to step up. So one of those other linebackers that they throw in there is going to step up, and they got to fill those shoes. Fortunately for us, we've had great depth. You look at all the injuries and stuff that have happened. Guys have stepped in and have been able to get it done.
So what's the mood of the team right now? You're 3-2. You're 2 games behind the Vikings in the NFC North. What's the mood of the team?
Guys are disappointed, but it doesn't take away from your focus. I mean, I went into work this morning, everybody's in there working hard, running, lifting, getting healthy. Guys are just focused. They know that we're better than what our record states. And hey, we got those 2 losses out of the way. Now we have to put together a little winning streak and just move forward and just focus on getting these W's.
Right. You're going down to Cincinnati. One of your old teammates, Cedric Benson, is down there having a good year. What's the key to stopping Cedric Benson?
I mean, it's it's the same. The same thing going against the Falcons. I mean, we got to stop the run. Guys got to stay in the gaps, trust in their teammates. I got to believe that Wale is going to be where he's supposed to be. Alex, Double A, the linebackers are filling in the places where they're supposed to fill. And that's the key to stopping the run. So, Ced's, he's had a great start to his season. Hey, we take our hats off to him. But this Sunday we've got to get the job done and really stifle that run game.
Right. Now this was your first game back after your surgery, but you got a chance to rest during the bye week. How'd your knee feel?
Knee felt good. No issues with it at all. I'm clear to go. Great trainers. We had 2 weeks I was back in action and there's no residual injury or residual issues with the knee. So I'm ready to go. I'm excited about this week of preparation and we got to go in and finish and win this game.
Awesome. Well, I know that we can go down to Cincinnati and get a win. You guys are going to be on your game this week. We had a little slip up, but I'm very confident that the Bears will be back on the winning track. So what we're going to do, let's taste some of this dessert, and we'll be right back with more on Game Time Dine.
I like to go with classic American fare, like chicken wings. I really like anything off the grill, a nice steak, a burger, some hot dogs, anything with cold beer.
Welcome back to Game Time Dine at Labriola Cafe in Oakbrook, Illinois. Izzy is absolutely annihilating that chocolate gelato, and I'm going to delve into that red velvet cake in a second. But we want to thank you guys for joining us, and please tune in next week when we visit another fabulous restaurant on Game Time Dine.
Game Time Dine. Game Time. 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 Game Time Dine.